You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hi there, Young and the Restless fans. I have got your full roster of weekly spoilers for Monday, February 17th, all the way through Friday, February 21st. We're going to see Lily demanding that Victor do some repayment, and Michael's going to blab a secret. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please subscribe. Let's get started. Monday, February 17th is season 52, episode 92 of your favorite CBS soap opera. So Diane is pushing about redecorating the Abbott mansion. Jack's a little worried that she's going to go overboard, but Diane thinks that he should trust her with this, and he finally agrees as long as it's not a drastic makeover, nothing too funky, nothing too fresh, he's stuck in his ways. And Diane wants them to move out temporarily while the work is done. And Jack's like, great, let's do it over the summer. We'll go to Italy. And Diane says, oh, no, we're going now. I've already set this all up. So Jack feels a little set up, but when Diane promises some romance, he relents. Claire is a little annoyed that Kyle is kind of blowing off her attempts to reschedule the dinner with Victor and him. And, Kyle's trying to talk sense to her, kind of like Summer did, that he's Jack's son. Nothing's going to change that. So nothing is going to make Victor accept it. So he just wants to drop it. But Claire is pushing to force her granddad to accept them. Kyle says it won't happen. And then he wonders if she's going to dump him if that approval doesn't happen. But Claire says no. Kyle wants her happy, so he agrees to try with Victor. And speaking of the mustache, Lily runs into him and Nikki, and she makes it clear she will never forgive either of them for using her. And as Lily says this, Nikki's trying to gloss it over, trying to rationalize what happened and make it like they didn't really do her dirty when they did. And Lily finally says if Victor will give her some info that she wants, no questions asked, then that'll be a form of repayment and it'll help things move forward peacefully. So she wants Victor to look into Damian Kane. And after she takes off, Nikki definitely hopes that giving her whatever she wants will indeed kind of level the playing field. Claire shows up with some papers for Grandma Nikki to sign and talks to her grandparents about having dinner with her. After they agree, then she springs Kyle joining them. And Nikki agrees. Victor isn't happy and says it's a waste of time, but he finally relents, and Nikki thanks Victor for that. So Kyle catches up with his parents, and he's teasing Jack about Diane redecorating the mansion and poking at his dad. And Claire calls and tells Kyle about the dinner, and he is just not enthused. Audra tells Holden, go ahead and leave Genoa City. Forget you know me. I don't want Nate to know anything about our history. So, of course, that's when Nate walks up on Monday, and she's able to change the subject, and Holden's telling them how stunned Damian was finding out his dad's not his dad. And, Audra's trying to say Amy doesn't have a lot of time left. She really wants to mend fences, but Holden says, I don't see how because we're leaving. Nate is trying to facilitate this conversation, but Holden doesn't want to be in a position to badger his friend. And Nate and Audra again are wondering why exactly Amy and Damian had that falling out. And she doesn't want to get Amy's hopes up because she's so sick. So Nate calls Damian, tries again to get him to talk, and then Lily shows up and Nate tells her that Damian's leaving town. And while they're talking, Audra steps away because Holden has returned to speak to her privately, asking her to meet him for drinks before they leave town. So hopefully we'll find out more about their past and what was going on with Tucker. I would love it if we got Trevor St. John back. Anyway, Tuesday, February 18th, season 52, episode 93 of Y&R. Daniel is grilling Summer. He's giving her the third degree about her feelings for Kyle. And Daniel thinks that she's jealous of Claire, and Summer is insisting that it's not like that. I did a video last week, I think, about Phyllis and Summer both trying to steal other people's men, and that's definitely what it's coming down to. Meanwhile, Victor tells Michael, now that old enemies are out of the way, time for a new revenge plot because he can't ever rest on his laurels. He wants to take down Jack, and he wants to use Jabot to do it. He's got an insider there. Diane and Jack are packing up to make a big move. Looks like they're heading to the GCAC while the work is done on the house. I'm excited to see what they do. I've enjoyed most of the set redos that they've done. Wednesday, February 19th, episode 94 of season 52. Summer makes a decision about Kyle. It's a tough decision, so it may be her deciding not to pursue it. But even if she decides not to pursue it, she's not going to stick to that decision because we've got spoilers that say she is definitely going to try and get him back. And next week, Kyle, and Claire have some scenes together at Crimson Lights that look a little tense. Nikki tries to play peacemaker between Jack and Victor. She doesn't want more family war. Victor won't care what she wants. He doesn't. When he decides he wants something, he doesn't care what anybody wants. And Michael tells Lauren a big secret as they are dancing and romancing. And it may be about Victor's revenge plan and that he has an insider at Jabot. Thursday, February 20th is episode 95 of the current season. Damian surprises Nate, and Amy looks like he decides to stay after planning to go, and he does circle back around to talk to them. And Billy's bond with Phyllis and working with her is starting to irritate Sally because Phyllis is unpleasant to her. She's constantly snarky. She's constantly picking. I would be mad too because Red is relentless and exhausting. Audra wants some information from Holden, and I wonder if she's asking him if he knows why Damian and Amy stopped talking. Friday, February 21st is episode 96 of season 52. Nate promises to protect Amy as they continue through this process of trying to reconcile her with her son. He definitely has Amy as the priority over him getting to know his brother. And Victor comes through for Lily. He uses his resources and he gives her some information on Damian. And also this week, Lily has a run-in with Damian and Holden at Crimson Lights. And I wonder if she has the information from Victor in her hands by that time. And Kyle decides to test if Claire is loyal to him. And I wonder if he's going to find out from her that, or if he's going to try and find out if things really don't smooth over with her grandparents, will she stick with him? Because he's falling for her, but I think he doesn't want to have his heart broken.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.